Have you ever felt like you always say yes, even when you desperately need to say no? I think we've all been there. Picture this. You're right in the middle of a massive, urgent task you absolutely must finish. Suddenly, a friend calls asking for help. You stop everything, drop your work, and say, "Sure, I'll do it." Or maybe you're aggressively saving money for a huge project, but your crew begs you to join a costly trip. You feel guilty, so you go, wasting your cash. There are a million other reasons why we do this. But why do we betray our own dreams just to keep others happy? Let's talk. Listen to this. Every single time you say a forced yes to someone else, you're actually saying a brutal no to yourself. Think about it. You constantly carry their messy problems while losing your own peace, your sleep, and your focus. You burn yourself out just to keep them smiling. In psychology, this is called people-pleasing. It's not kindness. It's a dangerous trap born from the fear of rejection. But honestly, how long can you run on empty? Let's fix this. Think about your workplace or college. You finish your own tasks, exhausted, and get ready to finally go home. Suddenly, a colleague or a classmate walks up with a huge smile and says, "Hey, can you finish this for me tonight?" You desperately want to refuse. Your body needs rest, but the toxic fear of being called lazy or mean kicks in. So you fake a smile, say, "Sure, no problem," and stay up all night doing their job. You think you're being helpful, but you're actually being used. Let's talk. Have you ever gone out with friends only to regret it the entire time? Think about it. You're trying to save money, or maybe you just desperately need a quiet weekend alone. Suddenly, your crew invites you to an expensive trip or a pricey restaurant. You can't afford it, and your mind is tired. But the fear of being left out or called boring takes over. So you say, "Sure, I'm in," spend money you don't have, and return home empty and stressed. Let's talk. Then comes the day when your own life completely falls apart. You are drowning in a massive crisis and desperately need help. You open your phone to call the friends you always saved, but suddenly everyone is busy, giving you cold, cheap excuses. You sit alone in the dark, realizing you are completely empty. They didn't love you. They just loved your inability to say no. Once you see the truth, a painful question burns inside your mind. Why did you let them treat you like a doormat for so long? The answer is hidden deep within a toxic psychological trap. It is the terrifying fear of rejection. We constantly swallow our own feelings because we are scared that if we say no, people will walk away, criticize us, or leave us completely lonely. You crave their validation like a drug, thinking your worth depends on their happiness. But is a relationship real if it requires your self-destruction? Let's dive deeper. Why do we keep burning ourselves just to look good in other people's eyes? It's because your mind has become heavily addicted to a silent drug called validation. Every time someone praises you and says, "Wow, you are such a nice person," your brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine. You feel special, noticed, and safe. To chase that quick emotional high, you keep sacrificing your boundaries over and over again. You become a prisoner of their opinion, running on a never-ending treadmill. But remember, a gold cage is still a cage. Let's talk. To truly break this invisible prison, you must look back at where it actually started. This toxic habit often creeps into our minds during early childhood. As kids, we quickly learned that being quiet, perfect, and obedient brought us praises and rewards. But whenever we expressed anger or said no, we faced cold silence or heavy punishments. Your innocent mind slowly normalized a dangerous rule. To be loved, you must completely erase your own boundaries. You became a good child, but lost your true self. Let's talk. There is a brutal psychological law in human relationships. Anything that is always available quickly loses its value. Think about it. When you say yes to every single favor, you are not showing love. You are showing them that your time is incredibly cheap. People will naturally stop respecting your availability and start taking you for granted. You become like free water, useful, but nobody appreciates it until the well goes dry. Your kindness becomes your weakness in their eyes. But how do we turn this around? Let's talk. The absolute worst thing about being a people pleaser is that you slowly erase your own identity. Think about it. When you change your opinions, your likes, and your choices just to fit into every group, you stop being a real person. You become a fluid shapeshifter, wearing different masks for different people. Eventually, you look in the mirror and realize you don't even know what you actually love, what you hate, or who you truly are anymore. You sacrificed your soul to build a fake peace. But the real nightmare is just about to begin. When you spend all your energy keeping everyone else happy, you slowly run out of fuel for your own life. This is where the silent burnout begins. You start feeling permanently exhausted, irritated, and heavy every single morning. Your mind feels completely drained because you're carrying the emotional weight of 10 different people. You're always rescuing others from their storms, but nobody sees that you're drowning in your own teacup. You are tired, but you cannot even complain, because a perfect person is not allowed to break down, or are they? Here is a painful truth you probably ignore. When you're constantly saying yes to random outsiders, you're actually saying no to the people who truly love you. Think about it. You cancel family dinners, ignore your partner, and skip your own goals just to help a toxic coworker or an ungrateful friend. You waste your best energy and happiest smiles on strangers and bring home nothing but stress, anger, and exhaustion to your loved ones. You are breaking the hearts of those who protect you just to please those who use you. Is that really worth it? The most heartbreaking moment for a people pleaser is realizing that you are only important as long as you are useful. The moment you say your very first no, or the moment you actually need their help, notice how quickly their behavior changes. Suddenly, the phone calls stop. The warm smiles disappear, and those friends become too busy for you. They don't hate you, they simply have no use for a broken tool. They leave you alone in the dark, wondering where you went wrong. This is the exact moment you hit rock bottom, where you finally realize that the exit door is right in front of you. The moment you push open that exit door, you realize something shocking. No is not a dirty word. It is a shield that protects your mental peace. The very first time you say no to an unfair request, your heart will race and your hands might shake. But right after that discomfort passes, you will feel an incredible wave of relief. You finally reclaim your time, your energy, and your self-respect. You are no longer an open door for everyone to walk through. You quickly learn that saying no to others actually means saying yes to yourself. When you finally start setting boundaries, prepare yourself for the ultimate test, the guilt trip. People who are used to controlling you will suddenly call you selfish, cold, and heartless. They will bring up old favors just to make you feel like a terrible person for saying no. But you need to understand something right now. They are not angry at your lack of kindness. They are angry because their free pass to use you has expired. The emotional trap is set, and your next move determines whether you stay free or walk right back into your cage. Choosing yourself is not selfish, it is a basic necessity for survival. When you build your armor of boundaries, the world will slowly adapt to the new you. The people who only wanted to use you will naturally drift away, leaving room for those who respect your worth. You no longer feel the heavy need to explain your no or apologize for putting your peace first. You hold your head up high, knowing that your value is not defined by how much you give. You finally step out of the shadows, ready to rule your own life, entirely on your own terms. The moment you stop people-pleasing, a magical filtering process begins in your life. You will witness a sudden drop in your friend list, and that is exactly where your freedom lies. The parasites who loved your inability to say no will leave with angry complaints, but the rare, genuine people who truly value your soul will stay right by your side, respecting you even more. You finally stop wasting your precious diamonds on plastic people. You learn that a small circle of real gold is worth 1,000,000 times more than a massive stadium filled with fake masks. When you finally stop chasing other people's approval, you unlock a massive amount of hidden energy. All the time you wasted worrying about their opinions is now invested directly into your own future. Suddenly, your focus sharpens like a laser beam. You start working out consistently, learning new skills, and building your own empire with pure dedication. You no longer beg for a seat at tables where you are not valued. Instead, you work quietly in the dark, building your own grand kingdom, knowing that your ultimate success will make all the noise for you. True peace is not the absence of people, it is the presence of self-respect. When you finally stop begging for love, you realize that your own company is a beautiful place to be. You no longer overthink late at night, wondering why someone is upset with you. You sleep deeply, wake up with a clear purpose, and protect your energy like a dragon guards its gold. You have broken the heavy chains of the invisible prison. You are finally breathing fresh air, standing tall, and realizing that you were always enough, just as you are. You have officially walked out of the invisible prison, and there is absolutely no turning back. Remember, your kindness is a beautiful gift, so never let anyone turn it into your biggest weakness. This is the end of this journey, but it is just the very beginning of your powerful new life. If this series helped you find your lost self-respect, hit that follow button right now and subscribe for more life-changing content. Share this with someone who needs to wake up, stand tall, and finally set themselves free.